Kids are very good at pretending. Let's pretend together for a few minutes today. I think you'll like this. Please pretend that you are the teacher and I am the student. All of you teachers out there are going to listen as I read. Put on your teacher faces. Judging from your faces, you've noticed that teachers are very serious when it comes to reading. Okay, teachers, concentrate now and listen as I read. I'm going to ask you to evaluate me as a reader. Now, my sister-in-law Brandy recommended this book to me. It's called The Other Boleyn Girl, and it has 663 pages. It was a challenging text for me, but I'm going to do my best as I read the first paragraph aloud to you. I could hear a roll of muffled drums, but I could see nothing but the lacing on the bodice of the lady standing in front of me, blocking my view of the scaffold. I had been at this court for more than a year and attended hundreds of festivities, but never seen one before like this. All right, teachers, turn and talk. What do you think about me as a reader? You'll give me a report card in a few minutes. Gosh, I'm nervous. All those teachers staring at me. Now for the moment of truth. What do you think of me as a reader?
You're a good reader because you're fast.
You say all the words right.
You didn't have to stop to get help.
Phew, I'm so relieved. You all think I'm such a great reader. There's something you don't know about me, though. Sometimes I can fake people out when I read. Let me explain. When I was in 4th grade, I used to play a little trick on my teacher, Mrs. Martin. Would you like to know about it? Sometimes Mrs. Martin would ask for a volunteer to read aloud to the class. Guess who would always raise her hand? You're right, me. I could read aloud with the best of them. I could pronounce long words and read very fast. My classmates were impressed. But there was something I wasn't doing, however. Something that readers should always do. I wasn't thinking. I was just reading the words like a robot or a computer would do. If Mrs. Martin had asked me questions about what I had read, I wouldn't have been able to give thoughtful answers. Guess what? I was doing this fake kind of reading when I read aloud to you a moment ago. It sounded good, but the thinking was missing. You can't always tell just from listening to somebody read. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever done any robot reading or fake reading? You are amazing. Not only are you honest with each other, but you are metacognitive. You are thinking about your thinking. When I read from The Other Boleyn Girl, I showed you what fake reading can be like. Now I want to show you real reading. Real reading is like a tossed salad. Now I want to model real reading. Real reading is like a tossed salad. Have you noticed these objects on the table beside me? We're going to use them to understand more about real reading. This large bowl is going to be where we make the real reading salad. Just like a tossed salad might be a mixture of lettuce and tomatoes, the real reading salad is a mixture of text and thinking. These red cards say text. They are like the tomatoes. These green cards say thinking. They are like the pieces of lettuce. With your help, we will make a real reading salad while enjoying a great book. If you don't understand the connections between reading and a salad, don't despair. It will become clearer to you momentarily. Just watch me. I'm going to use this book, Don't Laugh at Me, as I model real reading. I chose this text because it will really make it. To show you how real reading works, I'm going to do something that will look kind of funny. I will point to the text when I'm reading from the text, and I will point to my head when I'm thinking. That way you'll be able to see the difference between my reading and my thinking. At the same time that that's going on, we'll be making the salad. Every time I point to the text, I'm going to drop a text card in the big salad bowl. Whenever I point to my head, I'll place a green thinking card into the salad. Right before your eyes, you'll see what real reading is all about. Don't laugh at me. I'm thinking that this book is going to be about kids who make fun of other kids. I hate when that happens. I'm a little boy with glasses, the one they call a geek. Why do they call this boy a geek? My daughter Mackenzie wears glasses. I would be so angry if someone called her a geek. Just because you wear glasses doesn't make you weird. A little girl who never smiles, 'cause I've got braces on my teeth. And I know how it feels to cry myself to sleep. I can barely stand to hear about kids who cry themselves to sleep. I wonder if kids make fun of the girl while she's in the cafeteria, or maybe while she's riding the bus. Turn and talk for just a moment. Reflect on what you've just seen. You noticed that reading is a pattern of text and thinking. And when you think while you read, it makes reading much more interesting. When you read a book, your thinking takes up way more space than the words on the page. Now we've been doing real reading. No more of that fake stuff for us. Our reading salad symbolizes what good reading is made of. The two special ingredients are text and thinking. It's sort of weird, isn't it? We've been doing thinking about our thinking. There's a name for that: metacognition.